What we see taking place is that we've got increased reporting of incidents of domestic violence. That doesn't necessarily mean that there is an increase in the number of incidents of violence against women. What we find is that when we have improved response services and we also have increased primary prevention messaging and campaigns which really looks at the nature and dynamics of violence against women, we tend to see reporting increasing. And we believe that is a good thing, because what's happening is with the publicity and with the campaigns and with people like Rosie Batty being prepared to come out and speak, women who have suffered in silence for many years are now having the confidence to come out and tell their story, talk about their experience, report it to police, and importantly get the support and services that they need.
How comparable is the data between the states and territories? There are different definitions, aren't there, about what constitutes domestic violence across borders?
Well, there can be some differences in what they're calling domestic violence, but what we're saying is that violence against women is not an acceptable thing in our community, and it doesn't matter what label you put on it. It's violence against women no matter what it's called, and we believe that it's not acceptable. We have one woman per year or per week being killed in Australia as a result of violence against women, usually with an intimate partner or a former partner, and we believe that that is not acceptable.
We know that women are vastly overrepresented in these figures. What do you know about the subclasses of that, about how much of it is in the LGBT community, for instance, or among children or the elderly?
Well, what we know is that the root cause of violence against women is gender inequality. And it doesn't matter what culture you come from or where you live, gender inequality is the core of the problem and it's the heart of the solution. And we will not see these figures in reporting starting to reduce until we address gender inequality and disrespect for women. And at our watch, we're being established particularly to look at primary prevention, which looks at gender inequality and looks at ways of how we can address the core of this problem. We work with sporting clubs to try and talk to them about gender inequality, and we've got arrangements with 4 of the sporting codes right now, and they're willing to work with us. We're working with schools in respectful relationships, and we're also commencing a project now to do equality and respect in the workplace, which will be rolling out over the next few months. So we've got to get to the root cause and start to deal with where violence against women begins.
All right, Mary Barry, thank you for joining us on the program. Mary Barry from Our Watch. How do kids learn, and what's the best way to teach them? Some scientists are taking to the classroom to try to get some hard data